Hello and welcome to the Red Zone, viewers. I know it's been a bit of a wait since we've had a traditional episode like this, but don't worry because I'm about to make it worth your while. That's because this video, we're going to talk about all the crazy rumors surrounding what Nintendo has planned for 2016. I'm talking about new games, a new mobile platform, a new rewards program, a new account system, and of course, a new console, the Nintendo NX. But before we dive into all that crazy speculation about the Nintendo NX, let's start with some of the more confirmed information. Let's talk about confirmed releases for 2016. Now, I'm not actually interested in that many of these, so this should be relatively quick. So far, the 2016 Wii U lineup includes Twilight Princess HD, Pokken Tournament, Star Fox Zero, Zelda U, Mighty No. 9, LEGO Marvel Avengers, Terraria, Kerbal Space Program, and Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem. Now, I'm sure almost all of those games will be good, even if some of them are arriving on the Wii U well after other platforms. But out of all those games, the only ones on my radar for 2016 are Star Fox Zero and Zelda U. Based on what I've seen from trailers and gameplay, Star Fox Zero looks like a proper return to the Star Fox franchise. Finally! I absolutely love Star Fox 64 and had a blast with Star Fox Assault, so Star Fox Zero should be a thoroughly enjoyable title, especially since we're finally getting the transforming R-Wing of the unreleased Star Fox 2. A quick-paced, arcade-style shoot-'em-up with branching paths and plenty of secrets to find should be plenty fun to play through multiple times over. Oh, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of opportunities to do a barrel roll. Zelda U is a no-brainer. Promised to be the largest Zelda title in the franchise with an open-world feel and a return to non-linear exploration and adventure with more side quests than you can shake a stick at, this has the potential to finally overshadow Ocarina of Time as the best Zelda game ever made. Well, okay, maybe not, but I'm still really excited to try such an expansive, non-linear Zelda experience. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention the best feature, Advanced Horse AI. So let's move on to the 3DS. So far, the 2016 lineup includes Final Fantasy Explorers, Fire Emblem Fates, Mario & Luigi Paper Jam, Metroid Prime Federation Force, Mega Man Legacy Collection, Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, Hyrule Warriors Legends, Bravely Second Endlayer, Dragon Quest VII, Dragon Quest VIII, Mighty No. 9, 789, Project Cross Zone 2, LEGO Marvel Avengers, Zero Time Dilemma, Terraria, and Kerbal Space Program. Again, I'm sure most of those games will be good even if, again, some of those titles are arriving on the 3DS well after other platforms. Out of that lineup, the only games on my radar are Zero Time Dilemma and Metroid Prime Federation Force. Strange picks, I know. Look, there are a ton of great RPGs in the 2016 3DS lineup, and I'm hoping to at least try most of them at some point, but they're bumped off my radar for the next while since Xenoblade Chronicles X will likely provide my RPG fix throughout most or all of 2016. Hyrule Warriors Legends also looks interesting. The idea that Hyrule Warriors can be scaled down to the 3DS without losing too much of the experience, or heck, even expanding on the experience, is really cool, but the game itself just doesn't really interest me, probably because the Dynasty Warriors games aren't really my jam. Zero Time Dilemma is the game that really interests me, since 999 was freaking amazing on the old DS. I still haven't got around to playing Virtue's Last Reward, but I fully intend to. Maybe I'll marathon it before jumping into Zero Time Dilemma just to see how many disturbing characters, plot twists, and puzzles my poor brainium can handle. Maybe I'll get so excited that I'll play them out of order. Who knows? Whatever the case, Zero Time Dilemma has me really excited. Moving on, you might be surprised I even mentioned Metroid Prime Federation Force, since its reveal was met with an onslaught of overly negative responses, with some fans going so far as to create a petition to have the game cancelled. Now, I'm not going to pretend that Federation Force is the Metroid game I was hoping for, but after the way everyone reacted to Other M, this is the Metroid game we all deserve. Whoa, easy there. Don't start sending me any hate mail just yet, okay? Just hear me out on this one.
The Metroid franchise offers a wonderful world, full of interesting lore and characters, with an infinite number of different planets and settings to explore, so why limit the series to only following the exploits of Samus Aran? Don't get me wrong, Samus is a great character, but there's only so much that can be done with one character, especially because she's so beloved among fans. Just look at what happened to Other M and you'll see how a good title can go sour when a well-established character is mistreated. So why not add some new characters to the universe? This way the series can go off and explore new directions and innovations without upsetting the core fan base. I mean, there's no guarantee Federation Force will bring anything new or positive to the series beyond Blast Ball, but I'm hopeful that it will. At the very least, let's hold off on the hate until we've had a chance to play the full release version.
Okay, so maybe I'm not super hyped for Nintendo's 2016 release schedule, but that's okay because as we all know, Nintendo's been super busy working with DNA to create an entirely new way for all of us to experience the wonderful, magical world of Nintendo on our cell phones.
Now look, I'm not huge into gaming on my phone, but that's only because most of the available games are kinda lame. There are a few gems, but it's mostly not my deal. That said, a little Nintendo magic goes a long way, and this partnership could mean mobile gaming is about to get a whole lot better. So far, we've been told to expect 5 mobile games from the DNA partnership by 2017, starting with Miitomo, which was recently pushed back to 2016. Miitomo was actually an interesting first start for Nintendo's mobile gaming, as it's been explained as more of a social network, like Facebook, combined with a life sim, like Tomodachi Life. But hey, a social network with Miis and simple games could lay the groundwork for the integration of Nintendo's brand into users' everyday lives. And, let's be honest, a lot of people are more likely to play a Nintendo game on their phone than to buy an actual Nintendo home console. But personally, I'm hoping to see more traditional mobile game experiences like Bloons Tower Defense, The Simpsons Tapped Out, Match 3 games, Endless Runners, you get the idea. There's probably a good chance of that happening too, since Nintendo actually expects mobile profits to eclipse the Wii and DS era profits. That sounds like a pretty lofty goal, but it would mean plenty of cash to bankroll Nintendo's home console endeavors, and that's good news for us as gamers.
Okay. So I know a lot of you probably aren't as optimistic as I am about Nintendo's mobile efforts. So why don't we switch gears for a minute and talk about something that normally grinds most people's gears. The Nintendo ID system.
We've all heard the complaints about Nintendo's outdated ID system. No cloud-based storage, accounts tied to consoles, they're not transferable, you can't sign in from a friend's house, very few cross-buy options, it goes on and on. Well, it looks like all that might finally be changing. It's been reported the new Nintendo account will be cloud-based and link all platforms. Not just console and handheld, but also phone, tablet, and PC, with users being able to sign in using their email or any of several social media accounts. Finally, some versatility. And that's just what's been reported. Beyond that, I'm hoping there will also be a Nintendo Account companion app for all platforms, and for a Nintendo Account to be integrated into other apps like Miitomo to make viewing and changing one's own data simple and easy. I'm also hoping for the new reward system, reportedly called My Nintendo, to be integrated into the Nintendo account and allow users to register applicable titles simply by inserting them into the console or handheld and accessing the companion app. I'm hoping for leaderboards and achievements as well as rewards not just for buying titles, but for playtime and community engagement as well. Speaking of which, I'm hoping engaging with fellow Nintendo fans will be easier with a more open Miiverse. I like that the community is kept to a family-friendly level, but I don't like how much censorship Miiverse sees. I'd like the restrictions loosened and the moderation reduced to being complaint-driven only. That way we can post what we feel is appropriate, and, if we accidentally step over the line, others have the option of reporting the post. But otherwise, no harm, no foul. Seems like it would make a more fair and open Miiverse. Take all of this together, and we'd finally have a truly engaging Nintendo-centric online community.
Okay, so even if you're not super hyped for the 2016 release schedule, or the mobile games, there's still plenty to look forward to from Nintendo in 2016. But the most important thing that most people are probably looking forward to is the new console. That's right, we're finally going to talk about it, the Nintendo NX.
Most of you have probably already read about the leak which claimed the NX manufacturing schedule would have it ready for release as early as July, or, more likely, fall of 2016. This would make sense since dev kits supposedly went out to major developers as early as summer of 2015. But even if it turns out not to be true, it was a good excuse to include the NX rumors in this video, and I'm clearly very happy with that. Further rumors developed from patent filings, suggesting the NX would be a hybrid combination of home console and handheld system, with lots of power via, quote, industry-leading chips, end quote, and the ability to play almost any console game on the go or handheld game on the TV. Other patent filings suggested the handheld would feature a capacitive touchscreen and bumper buttons, which also function as scroll wheels. And while I've seen nothing to back this up, I'm really hoping we'll see a return of proper analog triggers. Still more patent filings have suggested the system will ditch the large, noisy, expensive disk drive commonly used in favor of flashcard-style cartridges, similar to what the DS and 3DS have been using for almost a decade. In addition to these rumors, I'm hoping for an operating system and programming architecture which encourages both indie devs and major third-party developers to bring games to the system, and an eShop/virtual console that can piggyback off what's already been established on the Wii U and 3DS, rather than having to start from scratch all over again. So taken together, the Nintendo NX would be a hybrid home console and handheld bundle, with the ability to play games on the go or on the big screen, with more power than an Xbox One or PS4, and better controls than anything currently available. Perfect for playing games from either a massive online store or scratch-proof cartridge-based flash memory. Oh, and I'm also hoping for massive third-party support on top of all the amazing first-party Nintendo exclusives. Hey, I can dream, can't I?
Now, obviously, these are some really pie-in-the-sky hopes and dreams I'm thinking of here, but what if they were actually to come true? What would a console with all those features actually cost? And hey, would any of us even be able to afford it? Well, let's see if we can work that out, shall we?
Here's my pricing expectations for the hypothetical NX I just described. These are in Canadian dollars, aka Monopoly money, so the prices might seem a bit higher than usual to any American viewers, but it shouldn't be too far off. A Wii U plus new 3DS XL would be $329.99 plus $229.99, bringing us to about $560. Add in the industry-leading chips we keep hearing about, and higher power CPU, GPU, RAM, faster buses should all add around $200, bringing us to $760. Subtract from that $100 for the cost of the gamepad, which was replaced by the integrated handheld, and we're down to $660. Then subtract another $100 for the removal of the disk drive, and we're down to $560. Minus integrated cost savings, integrated manufacturing, packaging, marketing, shipping, SKUs, approvals, testing, etc., and I'll guess Nintendo could save another $100 off the cost of each system, bringing the total cost down to $460. I've said it before and I'll say it again, I'm no expert, so those numbers are more than likely off one way or another in each area, but taken as an overall figure, $460 is a pretty good price for everything I'm hoping for from the Nintendo NX. It's an especially good price once you factor in the price drop, which is sure to happen 1 to 1.5 years after the NX hits store shelves. This should take the NX down from $460 to a more affordable $399.99. That's still a relatively high price compared to historical pricing for Nintendo consoles, but it's an absolute steal compared to what Sony are charging for a PS4 and Vita combo. A PS4 is $429.99, and a PS Vita, even after price drop, is $199.99, which adds up to $630. That would make Nintendo's NX $170 to $230 less expensive than the only other comparable product on the market.
So let's review, shall we? In 2016, Nintendo is scheduled to give us a whole slew of new games. Most importantly are a new Zelda and a new Star Fox. On top of that, we're going to get an entirely new way to experience the magic of Nintendo on our cell phones, a new cloud-based ID system with an integrated rewards system, and on top of all of that, we're going to get a combination home console and handheld in the Nintendo NX. The NX itself has the potential to offer a combination home console and handheld experience with crossplay, a better online store, more power, better controls, full third-party support, and that's on top of all of that first-party Nintendo magic we know and love. And we might be able to get all of that for the low price of $460. Now again, I have to reiterate that these are just my hopes based off of some of the rumors that I've read, and some of these ideas are far more likely than others. But hey, I can dream. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of some of these ideas and what you're hoping for from Nintendo in 2016. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share it with your friends. And in the meantime, stay in the zone.